Hey guys, got in a tube style rifle red dot to take a look at. This is coming from CV Life, and the model that we have is the Jackal Howl. But I figured we'll do a real quick unboxing of it. We'll go over all of its features and specifications, get it mounted to something, get out to the range, test it out, and then come back and get some thoughts on it. So I'll show you guys what all comes in the package, and they do put their branding. It's actually a pretty nice solid cardboard box here, but let's get this opened up. All right, so we got some foam up on top. Looks like we do have a manual. We'll go over a lot of this stuff here, but I'll show that just in case I do leave any of this stuff out. Looks like it shows battery installation. We'll go over that. I do not see any type of warranty anywhere on here, but I'll look through and figure it out. All right, also in the box, we have a lens cleaning wipe. Just quality control. Passed. We have a battery. I believe it's a 2032. Let's see. Yes. We have a tool down in here. That looks like that is star on both ends. We have a low profile mount. What do we have over here? A second battery. So they include two batteries. And the red dot itself. And there are lens covers, rubber lens covers on it. And already attached is a riser, and that is a 0.83 inch riser. So before we start getting into all of the specifications and everything of it, I just kind of want to do like a glance over, check out the anodization, check out the adhesive, kind of quality control stuff. See if there's any type of like glaring imperfections, missing anodization, nicks or chips and stuff. Overall, it actually looks really good. I do like how it's branded here. I almost kind of wish that the mount was as well though. I know this is made from 6061 aluminum, which is pretty standard, but it's a very durable aluminum. Some unofficial measurements. The length is just shy of 2.5 inches. Our width, again, unofficial, is not quite 1 3/4. And a height with the high rise mount is probably somewhere again about under 2 3/4, just under. And since the high-rise mount is included, we'll get a weight with that, which will be probably heavier than the low one. So it's 4.7 ounces. It'll be under that with this. Throw a battery on there. Still under 5 ounces. And looking through the manual, there actually are the official measurements and weight. The magnification on the Jackal Howl is a 1x. It has a 20mm lens on it. The actual dot is a 2 MOA, and I'll obviously show you that once I get a battery in it. It is IPX7 waterproof rating, so you can shoot this in rain, fog, snow, whatever. It should be fine. The recoil rating is 1000 G. The Jackal Howl does have motion awake or shake awake technology. So basically, once we power this on, we go to the range and then we're done. We do not have to shut it off. Or if you're setting this up, on a home defense type thing, once you power it on, you do not have to shut it off. After about 4 minutes, the unit will power itself down. And then with any type of movement, the dot comes right back on for you, so you don't have to fumble with buttons in the middle of the night or anything like that. And we'll check that out and make sure that works properly. Let's go ahead and get a battery in this, and we'll check out the dot and check out these threads and stuff. That's actually very smooth, no grit. That actually felt decent. Get the battery in there. All right, get the battery in. Before we go over the dot, let's check out these turrets, see what they're like. Again, fairly smooth. It kind of tells you what your adjustments are going to be, which direction. There is a tool built into the cap here. Let's see what this feels like. Extremely positive. You can easily hear the clicks and then feel each click and each stop as well. So that's actually really nice. All right, we'll get this thing powered on, and we do that by pressing either button here. Doesn't matter which one. I have no idea where we're at right now, so I'm going to take it down just a whole bunch of times. All right, and we're going to say that this is probably a night vision setting. The manual says that there are 10 adjustments total, one of them being night vision, so there should be at least 9 that we can see. The Amazon listing says that there's 12 settings, so I'm not exactly sure which it is, but we're going to say that this is one right there. Can we see it yet? Let me move this out of the way. All right, so we can obviously see that. Let's go through. So we'll say that's about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see if it gets any brighter. Yeah, I'm going to say that there's probably 10 because I don't see that changing at all. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I can't really see that one with my eyes in here. Maybe it'll be different at the range, but yeah, and I was just looking through the manual and it does say 9 and then 1 night vision for 10 total. So I would go with the manual, not the Amazon listing that says 12. Probably hard for the camera to see, but the emitter on this is this lower right corner right there, and it's actually very, very flat. It doesn't really obstruct the view at all. If you decide that you don't want to wait for the shake awake and you want to turn it off manually, again, either button, like I'll do the plus side here. If you just hold it for 3 seconds, it'll shut off. And then again, either button will turn it back on, and it does have like output memory. So if I were on level 5 when I shut it off, when I turn it back on, it's always going to be at that same level. And another thing, just so like almost how it looks like there's like that red right there. A lot of it's just because of the table. Like if I put my hand there, that obviously just goes away then. So sometimes it's just the surface and the amount of light that's coming in. So if I were to mount it on this rifle here, which is basically low profile, or anything like an AK or maybe a CZ Scorpion or something along those lines, the low profile mount would probably be better. And if you want to change that out, you just take the tool and remove those 4 screws. This one comes off, this one goes in its place, and the same 4 screws go right back in. I'm going to leave the high-rise mount on and put it on this rifle right here. Just so YouTube knows, adding this red dot to this rifle does not modify the rifle. It doesn't make it do anything other than what it was originally intended to do. And I am working with a completely safe, empty rifle here. One of the really nice things about using a tube style red dot like this is you pretty much have unlimited eye relief. So literally I can put this anywhere I want along the rail here. It's not like a traditional scope where you only have, you know, a couple inches for eye relief and your cheek has to be in the exact spot. Literally you can put this just about anywhere. Now with this 0.83 inch riser, when I set up my rear and front sights, that should be an absolute co-witness with that. All right, guys, out at the range here this morning with that CV Life red dot. Just going to do a little bit of testing with it. Probably put 100, 150 rounds through it. Make sure there aren't any problems with the glass or with the actual dot itself flickering or shutting off. I'm set up down there at 50 yards. Hopefully this gives you an idea of the clarity of the glass. You can see the dot down there on the target right now. I got it kind of there on that hill now to the right. All right, going to get some shots down range. Probably do 3 to 5 just to make sure I'm pretty close. I should be pretty well zeroed in because I use the backup sights at home to get me zeroed in. So let's see what we got here. All right, guys, back from the range. I just want to share some final thoughts here on this CV Life Red Dot. And just so YouTube knows, I'm back to working with a completely safe and empty gun. So I have a lot of really positive things to say about the Jackal Howl. And I'll start with like the overall build quality. It seems very well built. The materials seem really nice. All of the anodization is uniform. It is super easy to mount. Just goes on a Picatinny rail, whether you're using the high mount or the low profile. It's basically one screw that you have to turn, and it mounts very, very secure. As you can see, I can pick that up, shake everything. Once you mount it, you don't have to worry about it coming loose or walking off or anything like that. Very easy to sight in. Basically, once I got to the range, I just popped up both of my front and rear backup sights, and then I just brought the dot to where it was even with my sights. Your adjustments are audible and palpable, which I always appreciate that. The glass is very, very clear. The coating on it really helps reduce any type of glare, and that 2 MOA dot is very crisp. It gets plenty bright with those 10 settings, but you can also lower it down, obviously, if you want. I will say at the highest setting, there is just a little bit of like a star bursting pattern. Nothing big, but like on that 9 or 10 setting, it was kind of noticeable, but anything from 8 below, I didn't notice it at all. So this has a 1000 G rating on it. I am obviously only testing it with a 22 long rifle. But with that 1000 G, you should be able to put it on just about any caliber rifle, and basically any shotgun as well. The Shake Awake or Motion Awake worked flawlessly. I've had this for probably 3 or 4 weeks now, and I mounted it on here day one, and I'll just randomly walk by, make sure it's off, move it a little bit, and it comes on instantaneous. So it's worked flawless. And like I said, they do give you 2 batteries, and it's supposed to have a 50,000 hour battery life. So these should last for, I don't even know, 5 to 10 years anyhow. I did look through the manual. I looked through the website and then also the Amazon listing, and I cannot find any information on the warranty. So unfortunately, I can't tell you what it is. Don't know if it's a year, 5 years, lifetime. I'm not sure on that one. So I review a lot of these style red dots on this channel, and the majority of them that have the Motion Awake or Shake Awake technology are usually somewhere between $85 to $100, or sometimes even more than that. This CV Life, which I really like and really recommend, is coming in right now at $57. It's an absolutely fantastic price on a pretty high quality red dot. Like I said, these are available on Amazon, and I will leave a link for that down in the video description. All right, so if you guys found the video helpful or informative in any way, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And that's going to be it on this one. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.